So good to be here.
What's that smell?
It's a smell of peace and quiet.
Let's share it with the rest of the world then.
That it had some amazing music choices throughout this film. I thought the music choices were just great choices, and I enjoyed that a lot. I also enjoyed the editing in this film, but above all, I loved the acting. I thought it was so well acted. The performances were incredible, and the concept is something that scarily may not be too far off for us. So that in itself is adds another layer to this film, another scary layer, really. But I thought the acting was really well done. Just to think, having to hide the fact that the world is ending in possibly 20 minutes. I thought that our actor did a great job of portraying that and portraying that inner battle that he was going through. Also, just all the twists at the end of this film also threw me for a loop. Um, Having them all die like that was not expected at all. And although I love the choice, I thought that was a clever choice to have them all die like that. And then, of course, everything is canceled, and they did not have to die. That was a twist that I didn't see coming. It almost feels like karma in the end for him. So yeah, overall, just an excellent short film. Everything crammed into 15 minutes, and it doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel too long. It's perfect.
I think by using this cottage setting, this isolated setting, you're able to focus more on the characters and the dialogue and their relationships, and you do that, and you show the complexities between them. And when you put characters in one spot, and you just have to have them talk and converse and create the action, it's a great way to explore the different complexities between them and their relationships and any conflict and build upon that. And you do a really great job of that in this. Very well written. A lot of great shots in this. It was acted very well. Kudos to the actors. There was a real sense of chemistry between them, and that made this conflict even more convincing.
What set it apart for me was the brilliant writing. What started out as an innocent getaway with friends moved to something way bigger, and the four performers all rose to the occasion as the story unfolded. I love the warmth and love between the characters. The bitter resentments that surface make these relationships all the more interesting. The dramatic orchestral score is perfect for this piece, and the cottage setting was totally appropriate.
What a good concept. I thought there was a good introduction to the characters in such short time. We're invested in these people before the action starts. The text titling on screen was very effective, making the situation very alarming, especially after listening to one of the characters speak about their mother being under Russian attack in the Ukraine. Watching the fellow stand on the outside with his phone, deciding what he's going to say or do when he goes inside as his friends are playing a game, very emotional. And I think we all would put ourselves in the place of that character at the moment and think, what would I do? And I thought the end was very shocking. Could not be predicted by myself.
Everybody was exceptional. And everyone added humor where humor needed to be added, where you weren't expecting it. The story was so well told. And this was another one where you have one twist and then you have another twist that kind of leaves you picking your jaw up off the floor. There were moments that were hilarious, but then there were moments that were really heartfelt. And I have to say, the Scrabble board at the end was hilarious. And then the quote that they ended the film with. I think that they did a fantastic job. I loved the drone shots, too, in the beginning. I mean, the cinematography was gorgeous.
This movie starts as a simple comedy, and then there is this chain of events starting where people start telling things that never say to their friends. They start to reveal secrets, and and this just degenerates into a spiral of violence until pretty much everyone dies. I think it was very interesting, also funny, but at the same time, I really enjoyed the sudden change in pacing of the movie, switching from a comedy to a nearly horror thriller film in the end.
I loved this initial scene. It felt as if we were at the opening scene of The Shining. It felt like that, the vibe and the mystery, the following up the car. I liked the approach. It was dire, cynical, exaggerated to get to the conclusion that life is indeed absurd, and so is war. And humans react quite differently to crisis situations. It was a very interesting twist or approach in general, and I like the cynical twist.